It's a beautiful day out here in the jungles of New Westminster for me to review Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze on the Nintendo Switch, and you're saying, I've heard this game. This game came out before, and it did. It was a Wii U game that Nintendo has politely ported to the Nintendo Switch, and it's a terrific fit on the Nintendo Switch. It looks amazing on a big screen TV, and it looks like something you want to just hold up and point to everybody and say, look what I'm playing, when you've got it on the Switch in portable mode, because it looks like a cartoon come to life. Beautiful game. Retro Studios is the developer, obviously lifting on the success of the first Donkey Kong Country title that they made for the Wii back in the day. It's very difficult in terms of getting from the left side of the screen to the right side of the screen and collecting all the things, all the puzzle pieces and all the balloons and all the coins and finding all the secrets that you want to. But Nintendo wisely put in a sort of more approachable difficulty setting. You can choose to play this game as Funky Kong, and you see barrels all the way through this thing with F and K on there. And my little girl, my 6-year-old daughter, kept trying to actually read the F and K. So she was... You know what I'm saying? So there was a lot of that beside me going, okay, maybe they should have thought that through a little bit. But Funky Kong is a really cool addition to this game. He's straight out of the 90s, which is awesome. He's got a surfboard and he's got retro 90s sunglasses. And on that surfboard, not only can he surf down waterfalls and things like that, but he can actually flip it around with his feet and it becomes a bit of a helicopter blade, and it will slow his fall. And which gives you some breathing space. It also gave him the ability to bounce off of spiky areas, of which there are many in this game. And he's got 5 hearts, so right out of the gate, your life is a little bit better and a little bit easier if you're playing as Funky Kong. Now, you could play as traditional Donkey Kong, and you could outfit yourself with help from Diddy Kong or Dixie Kong. And the levels are mostly spellbinding. I would say that one of the qualms I have about this game, there are a few things that I wish Nintendo had added to this title, is that there are levels that are forgettable. There are levels that they feel like you're retreading through themes or challenges or little sort of environmental puzzle pieces or elements that we've seen before, and they're just sort of stuck together to extend the life of the game and to give you some new challenges and new areas and stuff. But then there are levels, like the level where everything is sort of limboized and you're playing in silhouette, and it's just hypnotic. It's just gorgeous. Everything is obviously taken from the idea of careening through nature and using all of the limbs of trees and the vines and the things that are at Donkey Kong or Funky Kong's disposal. And it's elegantly crafted, but we are also doing stuff that we have done forever in Nintendo 2D action-adventure games like this. You know, we're going from the left side of the screen to the right. Sometimes we're on a rhinoceros, which is really fun. It gives you a little more power to bust through stones and things. Sometimes we're on a minecart, which is incredibly frustrating. You'll be screaming at the wall, but it's also super fun. And sometimes we're on barrels that are shaped like rocket ships and trying to collect everything as things fly by too quickly. But there's a lot of like, and so we do that a lot. And I feel like, we're in a post-Super Mario Odyssey, post, Breath of the Wild, and I keep calling those two games out, but Nintendo has given us that. And so the opportunity for, more, and the opportunity to kind of blow our minds with expansiveness and originality and new ideas is sitting right there. And if not that, the other opportunity would have been to package this game with the original Wii game, Donkey Kong Country Returns, as part of this deal, as a remaster for the Switch, or include all of the old original Super Nintendo games that Rare made as part of this deal, as, sort of a Donkey Kong Country collection. I think that would have been incredible as, this new offering from Nintendo. Now, clearly, that might not be the best business idea because this is a great standalone experience unto itself, and many people did not play this when it was out on the Wii U because we all know the install base of that platform was not huge. But I do feel that Nintendo has sort of said, look, we can make anything. And this feels safe. It feels safe. It feels fantastic. It's super addictive. It's super fun. It's worth the dollars. You've got tons and tons of levels and lots of replayability, and there are lots of surprises and some cool new additions. I feel like if you played it already on the Wii U, you don't need it on the Switch. but there are lots of great elements in here that will entertain you. And I certainly like this more than the recent Kirby game that we played, but I still feel that there could have been a bit more in this package. Still, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is a very good pickup for the Nintendo Switch. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10.